afternoon. And we tip it off. The Rams and the Minutemen looking for their second consecutive win. Coming in, both of them at 2-4 in Atlantic 10 conference play. Take a look now at the Golden Corral starting lineups. Think about the starting lineups for UMass, Jordan. Interesting, I guess disappointing what happened to the Minutemen 3 days ago. All starters not named Rashawn Holloway went 1 for 15 for the court. They turn it over right away. Chartouni kicks it outside to Hawkins.
And this is what this Fordham team likes to do, generate turnovers to get that offense going. Takeaways all day will be the theme, the ability for UMass to take care of the pill.
Donte Clark, leading scorer, kicks it out to one of their freshmen, Giroux. Inside, good look to his high school teammate, Bryson Gresham. Both coming north out of I-35 High School in New Orleans.
And you'll watch those guys all afternoon. They got a good feel for each other, can finish each other's sentences, that good playing off each other. Giroux is the playmaker, getting things started when UMass at their best.
For Fordham, Wednesday night, the hero, number 0, Antwoine Anderson. He hit the bucket at the buzzer in overtime. That's Sengfelder to make it 3-2 Rams.
UMass must have an awareness of personnel. Sengfelder knocked down the most threes for this team. A threat in the catch and shoot. When he has his feet set, it's infinitely a better shot for him. So UMass must do a better job closing out.
UMass inside, looking to get it to Holloway. Gresham kicks it back out to Clark. Holloway leading scorer in A-10 play, right at 16 points per game, inside to the big fella, and he'll go shoot 2.
Last possession, Fordham, Ohams cannot front. You got to give different looks. Fronting only if help side is back to defend the goal.
Makes 1 of 2 free throws after the foul from Fordham on Chris Sengfelder. Sengfelder with the 3 points for Fordham. No surprise to see him shooting it from 3. Second in the A-10 in 3-point shots attempted. Chartouni out to Sengfelder again, looks to make it 2 in a row. And Holloway comes up with a rebound.
A better job on a closeout from Gresham. Attention to detail defensively.
Looked inside to Gresham. And that was Ohams with the defense. Sengfelder already with 3 3-pointers attempted. He's made 1. Holloway with his second rebound. Clark back out to Pipkins. The true freshman knocks down the 3.
And you can see a brief look there from the ball-hungry Fordham defense. They will take risks trying to get in passing lanes like Hawkins did there. But if you don't succeed in the risk, then you're out of position, which allows for the open look from this UMass Minutemen team.
Chartouni with the ball, leads the A-10 in steals, leads this team in assists. Ohams with a 3. And the Rams start out cold from 3-point range, just 1 out of 4. This is Donte Clark.
Very poor 3-point shooting team in UMass, so seeing the ball go in the basket early is very beneficial for this team that struggles to knock down the long ball.
Yeah, we saw that big time Wednesday night. Good look inside. Excellent pass from Ohams to Hawkins for the 2.
A little bit of you reach, I teach, the back cut. Forgotten art in college basketball. Defense overzealous on the contest. Back cut him for 2.
And the Minutemen starters just 0 for 10 from 3-point range Wednesday night against St. Joe's.
Love to see UMass do a better job establishing the big fella down low.
They tried to. Ohams was ready.
Giroux simply has to go a little bit higher. Don't be scared to over-deliver that basketball. So much space does the big fella carve out. You can go high. He's got soft hands to make the catch and finish.
Shot clock now to 10. Anderson almost had to take it away, then had it blocked by Gresham. Chartouni started that steal. He's back with it. Rams now 1 for 5 from 3-point range. Back come the Minutemen. There they get it inside to Holloway. Almost with a travel, but up and in. He has 3 points.
How about the footwork, Paul, to compose himself? Looked like an inevitable travel, stopped on a dime and finished. You can tell he's become more comfortable, understanding the double team's going to come, so to operate and execute quickly.
Chartouni to the hoop. Sneaks it in just past Holloway. You said top of the broadcast, the key point, especially offensively for UMass, try and work it inside to Holloway. It's been a point almost every single time down the court. There they go once again.
Fading away, and then the Jordan fist pump for punctuation.
Antwoine Anderson with the exclamation point in overtime. Javonte Hawkins led the way with 22. Pipkins looking inside. Great look to Berger.
Just a good cerebral move from Pipkins to get inside the paint with a couple probing dribbles, and then movement without the basketball, something you rarely see from Berger, and then finish with the layup. High percentage play, good execution.
You say high percentage, I go right to their early stats, Jordan. UMass 4 for 4 from the field so far. It's an ugly three, but hey, it's still three.
Slanina gets it to go. This guy's battled injury. He's come back, battled illness as well. Coming out here contributing early, had a starting spot, was out with that illness. Ohams steps into the lineup, but this guy looking ready to play as he steps in.
Garrett Kellogg going early to the bench. And Berger, after a strong showing on Wednesday night, travels.
Into some offense, but they always have to bring it defensively because of the ineptitude offensively. And in talking with Coach Neubauer, he said, you know, when I came in here, there's three things I wanted to instill. A defensive mentality. We have to value the basketball, a place they're struggling right now, and they have to be able to shoot it, a place where the numbers aren't indicative of what they're really doing there. But those are the Sean Holloway. You're going to be challenged there. It's going to be by committee. The guards have to crash and rebound. Everyone on the floor has to have that aggressive attacking mentality.
Right now, last in the A-10 in rebounding. Chartuni already with a couple of steals. Inside to Sengfelder, and one. Three-pointer beyond the arc. And looks for the old-fashioned three here, and gets it.
And he got a glimpse. Coach Neubauer, in talking with him, said, I love Sengfelder. He's a student of the game. He's always in the right place. He knows where to be. And what better scenario than right there off the catch. Knew his guards driving. He had to make himself a receiver. Catch, finish. It's an easy game.
It looks like Fordham sitting back in a zone. I think that's a good call for them.
Yeah, Fordham, I'm surprised they're showing zone. I thought they'd stick with a lot of man and really pack it in and force this team to shoot. But with this zone, allows them to put on double teams like that in places you don't expect.
Berger kicks it out to Pipkins. And rebound to the Rams. That's the first miss of the afternoon for the UMass offense. Sengfelder has 6 points. Shot clock now inside of 10. Hawkins had 22 on Wednesday night, draws the foul from Zach Lewis. Hawkins' first point of the afternoon.
Love the aggression, but you got to think through the possession defensively.
In and out, but Fordham leads by 5. Pipkins to Berger, and Lewis for three. After making their first 4 shots from the field, all of a sudden the Minutemen can't find it. And the Rams will look to increase that 5-point lead.
Not a lot of movement from this Fordham team offensively to create an advantage. Got to have screeners, got to have movement. That allows for the double team. Fordham does get the timeout.
Both teams sitting at 2 and 4 in the A-10. Shot clock down to 5, and the steal. It's Zach Lewis with it.
White had it. Clock reset, held ball. Possession arrow stays with Fordham.
Inbound look to Hawkins. Sengfelder up and in with it. He has an early 8.
Sengfelder very active, billed as a three-point shooter, but again, going back to what Coach Neubauer said, a guy that's always in the right place at the right time. He's not the most athletic, but still crashes the boards with efficiency.
Averages 12 points per game, already 2/3 of the way there. Not even at the 12-minute mark.
Good swing pass.
Good look for Donte Clark, and he drains it.
The young freshman Jerome, great vision. Sometimes doesn't always make the right pass, but in that sequence, absolutely did. Catches the defense asleep at the wheel. Swing pass, three-point shot. Hopefully they can get your senior performer on the perimeter, Donte Clark, more involved.
UMass 2 for 4 from three-point range after the starters went 0 for 10 on Wednesday night.
You see the ball go in the basket. You just see a more motivated defense. Hines showing hard. Press.
Donte Clark knocked down a 3 moments ago for UMass, and there's a 2 from the freshman Jean Giroux. And that ended a 10-0 run that Fordham was on. Giroux a freshman, Gresham a freshman, and also Lawan Pipkins. And that's another 3 attempted from Sengfelder. Chartouni can't find it. Nice job of the offensive boards by Antwoine Anderson, and Fordham will reset the offense.
Fordham doing exactly what you want to see a road team do in order to steal one. Win the 50-50 balls. Fordham's effort at the forefront early on this afternoon.
Jeff Neubauer told us during the week we don't shoot it very well. They're just 2 for 8 from three-point range so far. Chartouni with the right hand all the way to the hoop. The man who leads the A-10 in steals per game, showing you a little bit of offense. Fordham pushes that lead to 4. Giroux, nifty move inside, and a strong putback from Hines.
Malik Hines, good anticipation as the offensive rebounder. Love the penetration. Getting to the rim, breaking down the defense like Giroux did, allows for pristine offensive rebounding opportunities like that. Hines is that junkyard dog, traditional throwback big that does the dirty work.
Chartouni showing off his assists there, leading assist man on the team. Allows Fordham to push that lead to 21-17.
Chartouni, just a flat-out playmaker. If it's not turning teams over, one of the nation's best at steals and takeaways, it's setting guys up or it's creating for himself. Really the plug for this team that gets things going.
Prokop Slanina with the 2 there on the other end. Donte Clark trying to create. Nice give inside with the defense.
At a high level, UMass is just one of those teams that's incredibly dangerous. Just asked Dayton, who came here just over a week ago, and because of the play of Giroux late in the second half, what's the difference? When he's playing confident and managing that point guard position well, this team is a tough out in conference.
UMass starters once again having a hard time scoring. They scored only 16 out of 67 points for the team on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Antwoine Anderson with a pull-up from the lane, and the Ram lead is 6.
Yeah, talking to Coach Neubauer, he called this guy the personality of the team. His most improved player that really works at it, then better take care of the basketball. And another look at the big fella. Back in the game, good attention to detail to feed him. That is where the distinct advantage is for two teams that struggle to score it. There is one option that is above and beyond an easy go-to, and that's Rashawn Holloway for UMass.
Amazing that UMass trails 23-19. They're shooting 8 out of 11 from the floor. But as we pointed out, the defense for Fordham creating 5 turnovers, not allowing the shots yet. There's Tavares, 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Ram lead now at 7.
Or that zone from this Fordham team, trying to throw a bunch of defensive looks and really forcing UMass to try and shoot themselves into this one. Oxygen from Clark have no success. Paul, you're talking about 347 teams in college basketball. This team shoots 334th from the three-point line. That's awful. So you don't dance with that girl, you find a different one.
Slanina in and out. This is Anderson. Out to Giroux. Pipkins tried to get it inside to Holloway.
Receiver, this guy goes through the motions and understands where he can get there to score the basketball.
UMass trying to find a way to get it inside more often to the big fella, number 45, Rashawn Holloway. He's just 2 for 2. Trying to work it in to get him some more shots. Chartouni leads the A-10 in steals, comes up with another one right there. The Rams almost give it right back. They now have 7 steals this afternoon. And the Minutemen on the other side creating only 2. Slanina left wide open. Rebound Clark. Minutemen shooting pretty well, 8 out of 12 so far from the field. With the 7 turnovers limiting the attempts. And that's Giroux missing the 3. Rebound to Anderson. Pipkins to Clark. Nifty move inside for 2.
Nice move from Clark, playing to his strength. At times falls in love with the three-point shot. At his best off the bounce, attacking the goal. Good move. Knowing his identity, knowing his role. And if you can't be yourself, Paul, who can you be? The guy's a driver, getting it done off the bounce. And a double dribble there.
Slanina, a little jump hook. And a rebound to Clark. Steal number 8 for Fordham. Now they have numbers. Hawkins all the way to the hoop. And the lead back to 7.
And there's a microcosm of this UMass team. You do it defensively, you get a stop, you have an opportunity to climb back into the contest, execute offensively, and an unforced error and a turnover. Not a forced turnover, an unforced with a lackadaisical pass.
Question only because their coach told us because they struggle so much shooting the ball, they could only win an ugly game.
Yeah, because UMass is shooting a good percentage. UMass simply not taking care of the basketball. Fordham, if you look at it, and it's one of the staples to success for Coach Neubauer, they're relying on the three-point shot. They're only shooting 30%, but it's that defense and forcing turnovers that's allowed Fordham to get it done.
Slanina misfires from 3. Sengfelder working the offensive boards, up and in.
He's blue-collar. He can knock down the three-point shot. He's tough inside when you wouldn't think it. Sengfelder's fun to watch. He's having a fantastic first half.
And there he is back for his 12th point.
Again, Paul, right place, right time.
Team's on top by 11.
Yeah, because he does such a job defensively and turning people over, sometimes it's forgotten just how good he is as a setup man. 4 assists this afternoon, really been the catalyst for this Fordham offense.
Sean Holloway, good effort on the offensive glass. Pipkins passes up the 3 to give it to Lewis. And Anderson up with a rebound. Largest lead of the game for the Rams. Offensive board. And they reset it as we approach the 5-minute mark. Fordham Rams coming in having won 2 of the last 3 games. Chartouni with the give and go. 6 assists and 6 steals.
Stat sheet stuffer.
12-point lead. Javante Hawkins, he had 22 points, and then when Wednesday checks back in, Antwoine Anderson takes a rest.
Here comes that full court pressure from Fordham. Looks like there might be a trap coming here, a double team on the freshman guard. See if he can make the right decision. Fordham looking to speed this one up a little bit.
Derek Kellogg, the head coach of UMass, thought if they could break that initial trapping defense, they could get some good looks inside. But the defense inside has also been there for Fordham. Early in the first half, and right now they're on a 7-0. I think it's 7-1.
And this is against a very good UMass defense, one of the best in conference in terms of field goal percentage defense. So they dig in and defend. They don't just turn you over. Not a one-trick pony defensively, this Minutemen team. So kudos to Fordham for getting it done.
Hawkins is open for 3. Sets it back out to Chartouni. This is Anderson.
Fordham runs a lot of sets to generate some motion and some action offensively, challenging UMass to defend, not allowing them to stand around. Another reason why Fordham's had success. Consistent movement.
Shot clock down to 2. Anderson for 3 off the glass. No. Rebound Anderson. Lawan Pipkins has 1 3, now has 2.
Scoring the basketball allows UMass to apply some full court pressure. Do some of the things they like defensively, but they got to put the ball in the basket. Pipkins knocking out a three-point shot, a high percentage look. And you got the big fella on the bench. That's a good option because he's a heck of a shooter.
Dijon Giroux, the freshman. Strong to the hoop, foul by.
He wants to accomplish, and guys can be very successful.
And most times, and you get this a lot in football too, when the coach just comes in, they are waiting to get their guys.
They're full of excuses.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, give me 3-4 years. No, Coach Neubauer wants it right now.
And the steal there by Lawan Pipkins. Has a pair of 3-pointers, and that steal to bring it back the Minutemen way. They need a little more of that and some good shots here to cut this lead. Pipkins for 3, nails it.
Good dribble drive, starts with the dribble drive to collapse the defense, allows for the kick out, the open look from Pipkins, and now you apply the pressure.
There's the pressure. Now Hawkins breaks it. Forced it inside, and the block. And now looking to come back. Fordham has the lead back to 5.
And I'll tell you, Coach Kellogg wasn't lying. He pulled all his starters. He doesn't care who you are. If you're not performing to the level that he's accustomed to with his guys, he'll pull it. He'll pull you. He'll put you on the bench. Zach Lewis came in and shined in that St. Joe's wing, coming off the bench with a 23-point effort. They dared somebody to shoot it. It was Lewis who did.
Right now with 5 fouls, a couple away from a 1-on-1 situation. Inside of 3 minutes now. Antwoine Anderson with the steal. And couldn't get his footing. That's traveling.
In the court, on the corner, allows a double team and then just throws it out, allowing for the steal.
True freshman Jerome bringing it up, looking inside. Nice look and kicking it out to Lewis for 3. And 23 on Wednesday night. And that tray cuts the lead to 2.
Tell you what, UMass not the best three-point shooting team, but the looks they've got from distance today have been sublime, and they've knocked them down efficiently.
UMass 5 out of 10 shooting threes today.
One of the nation's worst, shoot 50%.
One and one now for Fordham. Excellent job working the boards by Slanina to put it back up and in for 2.
Fordham's done a job on the offensive glass. They're 6th of the day, generating second chance opportunities. Fordham back to show a 2-3 zone. We continue to dare UMass to shoot the 3, although they're doing it efficiently this afternoon.
50% so far. Pipkins taking it strong.
To the second, but the third has been unbelievable this year.
Malik Hines with it up top. Foul called against Chartouni.
On the table, allowing for another opportunity at it.
And that was the look of the coach who just gave 1 point back. UMass has worked hard to cut this lead back to 2. They trailed by 12 earlier in the first half. UMass right now in the middle of a 14-4 run. Fordham has shown excellent patience the entire first half. Shot clock down to 2, up and in, and that's how you work it. Javante Hawkins with the deuce.
Again, good movement, player movement. Guys without the basketball, lost art in the college game. Guys learning to score without the ball. Hawkins back cutting while Slanina handles at the top of the key.
Pipkins, rebound Anderson.
One minute remaining in the first half.
Coach Jeff Neubauer talked about they needed defense, they needed a slow game. Didn't talk about this level of patience that his offense would show. Chartouni thought he drew the foul. Nice job by Slanina getting it back. But here comes Donte Clark. Anderson with the steal. Chartouni. And the block. A chance for a three-point play.
Despite the contact, old-fashioned three-point play opportunity, which he converts.
Foul called against Donte Clark for UMass, and just like that, the Rams back on top by 7.
You got to value the basketball. This UMass team's had ample opportunity to climb back into this one. Every time it seems like they do, turnover comes.
8 seconds between the shot clock and the time left in the first half. Shot clock now to 8. Clark for the pull-up. Slanina rebound.
And in that 2-3 zone, that's where the shots will come. The mid-post, good flash from Donte Clark, simply couldn't convert. I like the idea and the thinking.
3 seconds, Anderson. Couldn't find it. First half comes to a close with Fordham coming on the road and in control that first 20 minutes, leading 42-35. Sengfelder leading the way for the Rams. He's one of 2 in double right now. Rashawn Holloway, as you pointed out, really should be the offensive personnel advantage coming in. He only has 3 shot attempts.
Yeah, there's a perpetual mouse in a house, we call it, Paul, meaning too small a defender, so go down low. Feed the big fella.
And there's Jerome, the freshman, getting the second half started out right for UMass.
91 opened up for Jerome, took it all the way to the glass and finished. Defense non-committal.
Jerome has 6, lead cut to 5.
When bodies collide, Holloway's going to win the battle.
See if we can turn around and face the hoop. They're looking at him. Can't get open. This is Donte Clark. Lawan Pipkins. Javante Hawkins rebound.
Those are the ill-advised threes. That's the reason why UMass shoots a low percentage from the three-point line. Forced threes, not the rhythm of the offense, no movement, just standing still and praying it goes in. Those kind of long balls will never go down for UMass. When they move it like they did in the first half, they find success from distance, but it does not start with a standstill three, highly contested.
Sengfelder, number 43, has a game-high 12 points. Hawkins with the ball right now, second with 10. Long three. Pipkins with the ball. And this is Antwoine Anderson after the steal from Sengfelder. Going to lead back to 7.
UMass again showing promise, shooting themselves once again in the foot with the turnovers. Fordham taking full advantage. Couple bad sequences for UMass offensively. Forced three, turnover, and then it fell back again.
Pipkins, the pretty reverse. He had 3 3-pointers in the first half. And the reverse layup to start the second. He has 11 this afternoon.
Make no mistake about it. We focus a lot on UMass, their inability to take care of the basketball, that being a theme all season long and in this game. But Fordham, too, struggles to value the basketball. One of the staples to success for Coach Neubauer's teams. He feels like his team has a long way to go in terms of taking care of the basketball. Can UMass, who has a penchant for turning their opponent over, generate some defense, translate it to offense?
Sengfelder, Chartouni, Ohams. Gritty, too. Good teamwork.
Ohams is a guy whose confidence is just really trending upward, ascending, if you will. A guy who started the last 2 games and has really started to play some good basketball, notched 10 rebounds in that big VCU win. Started to see some confidence on the floor.
And he leads to the... Got his hands on it.
That young man is. Show me the next best body on Fordham to defend him. That's Owens, who gives up about 200 pounds to him. Go down low and establish the big fella.
Chartouni forgot on a turnover like that. You can't take steps on the inbound. Got him on the violation there. Ball comes back to UMass. They're looking inside to Holloway. Ohams does have the height, doesn't have the body, but is as tall as Holloway. Donte Clark forces it and finds his way to the bottom of the hoop.
Again, Clark at his best when he's attacking the goal. He's not built as a shooter, although sometimes he falls in love with a 3-point shot. Most effective as a penetrator, finds success there.
Clark has 9 points. Came in as the leading scorer for UMass. We've seen this kind of patience from Fordham throughout the first half, often waiting inside of 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock right now at 5. Giroux knocked it away. Fordham shooting just under 50% for the game at 16 out of 33.
Catch and shoot as quickly as possible.
Oh, there it is to Ohams. Had a good look. Rebound to Clark.
Defense tried to give away points right there.
Pipkins, can he stay hot? Look at Holloway inside the block. Holloway struggling from the line, and the lead stays at 5.
You got to keep the big fella interested. Missed a couple free throws, had to go and get it off the offensive glass. Big fellas aren't going to defend if they feel like their guards aren't keeping them involved offensively. So watch for Fordham to exploit him as a defender on this possession.
Good look inside to Chartouni, but the block from Holloway. Giroux inside to Holloway. There's the look they want, and the 2.
Giroux doing a good job of athletic, but skilled at finishing underneath the rim. That's the type of scorer Holloway can become when it's all said and done here with his UMass career.
He's now 2 for 5 from the line. Meanwhile, for Fordham, their best defender, Joseph Chartouni, leads them in steals, leads the league in steals, now has 3 fouls.
Here comes that full court pressure. Try and force some double teams to turn this Fordham team over.
Sengfelder sees an open lane and takes it to the hoop. The block against Holloway. Leading scorer in the game. He already has 14 points, looking to make it a 3-point play. Can't connect. And the foul called against Fordham against Slanina. Derek Kellogg needs to find a way to get that lead past the 4, 5, 6 mark. Fordham, a lot of patience, a lot of good defense. They've been hanging around in this area most of the game here.
And that productive possessions moving forward for UMass. It starts with taking care of the basketball, and it ends with finishing down low with Holloway, who's out of the game right now, so they got to find another way to get it. And I believe it's Clark off the bounce.
Holloway has 3 fouls. Donte Clark inside to Hines. Pipkins comes up with it. Shot clock down to 3. And Hawkins with a rebound. Good defensive possession there for Fordham. Sengfelder thought about it. Inside to Slanina. Saw a jump hook from him earlier. There it is again. Gresham with the rebound.
There you go. Once again, a freshman mistake. Failure to value the basketball, and Fordham looks to take full advantage.
13 turnovers committed by UMass, only 7 by Fordham so far.
Love watching Fordham offensively. Good initial action offensively to make that defense move, get in positions to distribute the basketball and get open looks.
Slanina was open. Shot clock down to 5. Spin move by Hawkins.
Awkward fall and a spin move from Hawkins. A lot of those guys in college basketball. Flint, Michigan kid, his father's a pastor, wants to follow in his footsteps. And coach likes to talk about, he said this to me yesterday, the theme, Flint tough, be tough guys.
Anderson, great defense and a lay-in. And a lead back to 6.
There's that buzzword again. UMass turnover.
Great look inside of Gresham. Stuffs it home. Lead to 4.
Cajun connection.
Chartuni, 3 fouls. Slanina thought about it. Fordham not afraid at all to milk that shot clock down inside of 10 seconds. Anderson finds a way to kick it out to Sengfelder. Rebound to Hines. So no Holloway on the court. 3 fouls. Offensively, who needs to take over here for the Minutemen?
It's got to be Donte Clark. He's had the most success going off the bounce. But again, that off-ball movement, and Jerome has been a guy time and time again, back-cutting this defense and finishing. Love the off-ball movement from UMass, and then they apply the full-court pressure.
Jerome now has 8 points. Ram lead cut to 2.
And you've seen that 1-2-2 pressure from UMass. Not necessarily trapping pressure, more to control tempo and shorten the shot clock.
Slanina for 3. Gresham the rebound. Clark to Giroux. UMass with a chance to tie. Gresham was fouled before.
Tune in. And if it's not a close game, better be a good one-liner, right?
Certainly have a close game. And Lewis gives the lead back to UMass. Been a long time coming. Fordham been in the lead since early in the first half. Hawkins all the way. Ohams puts it back, tried to put it back, and draws the foul. Ohams makes 1 of 2, and we're all tied at 51. Hines now has 2 fouls this afternoon, all tied at 51. Second half been all about the UMass offense so far, and see if they can keep it going. I'd say that's a yes. Gresham.
Deja vu. If the connection worked once, why not again? Number 3 to number 55. New Orleans connection. 2 guys have played a lot of basketball together, and you can feel it with the rhythm they have.
Giroux has 8 assists. This is Sengfelder, leading scorer for Fordham. Not close. Hawkins with a rebound. Chartuni left wide open. He's short. Sengfelder back with it. And he draws the foul. Second half, though, not shooting it well. They're just 4 out of 13 from the field. We'll play some defense here before they get their Next chance on the offensive end. That's Slanina checking back in for the Rams. Ohams going to the bench. 53-53. Fordham went on a 10-0 run in the first half, an 8-0 run in the first half. They've been in control until the last couple of minutes. UMass shooting it very well in the second half. This is Donte Clark. Rebound to Anderson. Javonte Hawkins with a left hand, rims out. Slanina, nice tip in. Fordham back up by 2.
You talk about UMass, efficient offense, but it all starts with that high ball screen, physically set from Malik Hines at the top of the key. This time coming from pressure.
Anderson for Fordham now with 3 fouls. He checks out.
This defense, either trying to get to the rim or kickouts, but they're getting better looks, and it's starting with the dribble drive.
Sengfelder Hafsa with his first foul of the game. He's number 15 for Fordham.
UMass hasn't been great with the basketball, but they've been a little bit better in terms of taking care of it the second half, especially in the last few stretches of basketball.
And there's the steal man, the top stealer in the conference. Coming up with that one, giving it to Hawkins. The Chartouni turning defense into art. Hawkins makes 1 out of 2 turnovers, continuing to go the way of the Fordham Rams. They created 15, but only turned it over 8 times.
Fordham's gone man, and now they're back into an extended 2-3 matchup zone.
And there's another steal, Chartouni. This is Hawkins. Crossover and in.
Switching of defenses has really confused and disrupted the flow of this UMass team. They're not sure where their scoring opportunities are, and that results in a timeout. They can't take care of the ball. If they can get into their offensive flow and get the shots they want, they're knocking them down, but Fordham all over them, turning them over.
Rashawn Holloway checks back in. Number 45 has 3 fouls. Just 3 out of 4 so far. We'll see if they can get their top threat offensively with more looks. Lawan Pipkins for 3. There's Holloway. Did he push off? Yes, he did.
And be his afternoon. Just couldn't find a rhythm. Been in foul trouble, now saddled with his 4th. With just under 10 to play. They will go back to him, but it's going to be a stretch of basketball before he gets back in.
Chartouni got to watch out from the backside. This is Hawkins now. Steal by Clark. Donte Clark with a crossover and the 2.
Donte Clark is the guy for this UMass team.
The guy on defense for Fordham, Chartouni, number 12. He has 4 steals, but now he also has 4 fouls. See if he can maintain his aggressive style on defense. Look at the defense by UMass creating the turnover. Nice job by Anderson. 6 and Fordham with 5. Two-point game. No Rashawn Holloway in. He just picked up his 4th foul.
Fordham staying with that matchup zone. Really confusing UMass. They're having a time trying to figure out where to get the shots.
Donte Clark with the spin in the lane and draws the foul against Slanina.
There's 3 ways to attack.
Clark top scorer for the Minutemen so far. 13 points. Just ahead of Lawan Pipkins, the freshman who has 11. Behind his 3 3-pointers.
Again, here comes that lackadaisical 1-2-2 of sorts. Almost got a 1-2-1-1 look, and for UMass, it's not to try and trap necessarily. It's just to control tempo, shorten the shot clock, meaning time ticking down off that thing, and Fordham has to operate in the half court with the shot clock winding down. Look, you're already at 20 seconds before Fordham gets into an offensive flow.
Sengfelder Hafsa loses control. Slanina right there to pick it up. Back out to Chartouni, back to Slanina, a pretty 2.
Timeout, coach.
6 assists the other night, Wednesday night, the overtime win against VCU, and now 8 this afternoon. Fordham's lead back to 3. They've led by as many as 12. That was halfway through the first half. Led by 7 at halftime. out to 1. UMass doing all of this. Again, they trailed by 7 at halftime. Without help from their big force inside, Rashawn Holloway, who's on the bench with 4 fouls. He's only shot the ball 4 times here this afternoon. Top scorer for Fordham, Chris Sengfelder, number 43. He has 16 points. Hobson with an open lane. Good look to Sengfelder, who couldn't hang on.
Fantastic look. Sengfelder just wasn't expecting it. Hobson put some sauce on that pass.
Donte Clark took it right to Sengfelder, kissed it off the glass, and now UMass leads by 1.
Some early offense from UMass, not allowing this Fordham defense to get set. Beat him down floor. Quick finish from Clark.
Now Fordham in a position they've not found themselves in much at all today, and that's trailing. Trailed in the first couple minutes. UMass came back to lead by 1 earlier in this half, and now they're up 61-60. Chartouni misfires. Clark with a rebound.
It's a bad shot from Chartouni, a guy who's played masterfully offensively, forced one there when his team needed a bucket. Momentum shift. Can UMass capitalize?
Fordham has shown excellent patience offensively when they've had the lead. We'll see if UMass can follow suit there. What do they have to do to stay here or maybe even enhance their lead?
Paul, just take care of the basketball, man. That's all you got to do. You're knocking down shots at an efficient clip. You got to take care of it. You got to be good with it. Free throws are going to become a factor as you're headed towards the double bonus on the next foul. Can you make free throws? Can you take care of the basketball? Can you continue to get good ones?
Anderson with a pull-up. Sengfelder with a rebound.
On cue. Not a good one.
Chartouni with 4 fouls, also with 8 assists. Kicks it out to Anderson.
Again, Fordham runs that good offensive initial action, and it leads to a good one. That's just good movement. Sengfelder on the kick. As soon as he passes it, moves.
He's at the right time. And right there at the line, knocking down 2 in a row. Lead back to Fordham by 1. Anderson kicks it out to Pipkins. Back to Flowers. Baldwin, his first shot from the field. Sengfelder comes up with a rebound. UMass had the 1-point lead. Sengfelder knocks down a couple of free throws to put Fordham back up by 1, and now the Rams with a chance to increase it. Spent much of the afternoon leading between 5 and 8 points. Good job of holding off the Minutemen as they started out the second half hot shooting. Hawkins finds the bottom. It's the home team bounce when he's on the road. Always good, Jordan, when you can find a way to do that.
Yeah, it's nice to have a guy you can go to with the shot clock winding down, a playmaker. That's what you get the grad transfer Hawkins.
Hawkins has 15. Air ball. Sengfelder with the rebound. And control slowly going back to the Rams. Well, it's a team that had lost 9 out of 10 before winning 2 of the last 3, but the way they play, it looks like they're comfortable playing in these close games, playing with the lead. They haven't done a lot of it. Chartouni just misses, and back come the Minutemen. Another turnover created. I don't know if you want to credit sloppy basketball by UMass or good defense for Fordham. Either way, it's Rams basketball.
Yeah, I think Coach Kellogg believes there's a lot of contact defensively to force the turnover. Believes there should have been a whistle going his way. Regardless, it goes down as a turnover for UMass.
Hawkins to Chartouni. Shot clock at 6. In and out. Look at Hawkins spring for that rebound. Hung in the air and grabbed it. Now with the 3. Wow.
Go ahead, take a listen. Silence. Here at the Mullen Center. That is just a big-time play from a big-time player. He's their leader. He's fearless. That's Javante Hawkins.
18 points for Hawkins. To restart the offense, realized he was open and took the open jam.
Yeah, it was almost an okey-doke move. The defense was thinking, oh, they're going to reset the offense. He waited for nobody and pulled the trigger.
Giroux forces it. Gresham there. Shoots the air ball. Sengfelder with the rebound.
And the bunny becomes a bear, Paul.
Well, Fordham came in as the worst rebounding team in the A-10, but second chance points here this afternoon. They lead 19-4. Inside of 4 minutes, lead to 6. And now back to UMass. This is Giroux kicking it outside for the 3. And Hawkins with the rebound after the Lewis miss.
Outside of the turnover from Fordham, this is a team that runs so many sets and has good offensive action. They're comfortable operating in the half court, winding down that shot clock and getting a good look.
Chartuni turns it over, the steal to Pipkins. Holloway open down the court. Wow. Soft hands. Good athletic put in, and the lead's cut to 4.
That man is 310 pounds. You know how tough it is simply to walk, let alone to run, make the catch, and finish in perfect rhythm like that? A testament to his commitment to losing weight and becoming a player.
Nice assist to Pipkins as well. Fordham up by 4, now inside of 3 minutes.
Maybe that turns a quarter for this team, gives them the momentum they need and the motivation to get a stop here defensively.
Shot clock down to 2. Anderson with a long 3. And the ball back to UMass.
Possession for this UMass team, looking to climb back into it. Just a 2-possession game at this moment.
Looking inside to Gresham. The dunk and the foul.
That is
Chartuni leading the way for Fordham with 8 assists, 4 steals. Gresham free throw, 1 point UMass lead.
You can feel it.
30-second timeout called, and this is the game changer, not only defensively, but offensively for Fordham with Chartuni out of the game. College Hoops continues next on NBCSN. The Rams tip off against the Dukes. Rhode Island and Duquesne is coming up next on NBCSN. But Chartuni has had 4.
You are sorely missing your steady cerebral operator with the ball in Chartuni.
You do have your 2 leading scorers in Hawkins and Sengfelder on the court. They both have 18 points. This is Hawkins in trouble. Back to Anderson. Find a way to break that press. Fordham's been incredibly patient and confident with a 1-point lead most of this game. We'll see if they can maintain that now as we approach the 2-minute mark. The block by Giroux. Back out to Sengfelder. Shot clock down to 5. Anderson going to have to shoot. And Anderson back with the rebound. 2 minutes and counting now. Brand new shot clock.
Got to get a stop here for UMass, and it's tough to dig in. Having gotten 2 stops but failed to rebound.
Anderson saw light to the lane. Sengfelder back to Anderson. Anderson with a shot clock down to 1. The block by Giroux.
And wiry freshman Giroux. Can you take advantage here offensively?
Do you try to get it inside to Holloway? He's only shot 5 times. He's made 4. He tried to work it inside to Gresham, coming up with the steal, and that's the calling card of this Ram defense. Most steals in the A-10 and coming up with a huge one now.
Freshman point guard Giroux trying to go back to the well. The Gresham alley-oop would work. Defense hip to it there. Another turnover.
Inside of 1 minute. Shot clock now also inside of 10 seconds. Anderson to the hoop. The big block from Holloway. Slanina put that one back up and in.
Officials say there was no shot clock violation, so the goal counts, and now they play on.
Wow. But down by 3. And Donte Clark drives and draws the foul. That's the Donte Clark with a team-high 17 points. UMass back to within 1. 41 seconds left. Javonte Hawkins with it. Back to Hofsa. Kicks it back out to Hawkins. 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson all the way in. Couldn't find it. Clark with the rebound. UMass trailing by 1. 10 seconds left. Donte Clark all the way in with a crazy shot. And the Minutemen maintain his high percentage today is 45. He's 4 out of 5. Leading scorer for the Minutemen is Donte Clark. Great defense by Ohams.
What a defensive effort from Ohams. Anderson in those 2 seconds got the shot off.
So the shot counted, the lead went back to 3, and now it's 3 again with 3 seconds left. Giroux off the glass and no, and what a finish here in Amherst. And make it 2 victories in a row for the Fordham Rams.